Okay, so Kirk, let's talk about this one.
This one is a Spitfire.
Beautiful.
A little bit of an S-stack, not too much hull. It's a little flatter up in here. Like I said, it's not so extreme.
What about the rails?
Rails are neutral, soft, up.
Yep.
More of a Greeno style, neutral rail. Like I said, a little bit of V in front of here, loosens it up, but back to flat, so the board still has drive. We don't like to take the V all the way back off. They get a little sticky, so they always go back to flat after the fin box.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of rolled V right in front of the fin box, which lets the board go from rail to rail a little bit easier.
Yep. What sort of waves would this ride best in?
Ideally, 4 to 6 foot, point surf. Yeah, that would be, ideal.
And are you cranking it up and down, or is it
You
more
can on
hit the
this
trim line and ride forward?
It's a little bit of both of that. It's got curve in it. It's not so extreme like a little death machine. The wide point's kind of back towards center.
Yep.
It's not so extreme that the wide point's so forward.
Yep.
It's a little bit different, a little more user-friendly.
Okay.
Kind of a neutral rail.
Yeah, because some of the displacement holes are not, they give a lot, but they're not the most forgiving surfboard.
Not at all.
But when you get them in the right moment, they give a lot.
Yeah, if somebody gets into that style, then you get kind of hooked on it.
Yes.
This has that feel, but it's a little bit more user-friendly.
Yep.
But if you look at the templates from the old days, just the rockers changed. Back in the 70s, there were thicker tails, and we were transitioning out of longboard blanks. This has all just been refined over years.
Okay.
So
the famous MP cutback, that's the freeze frame shot from Morning of the Earth. This is one of these types.
That's what you ideally would like to do.
And when you look at that footage and the kind of the versatility where there's this sort of cat-like moving up and down the board, but then suddenly these huge direction changes. Yeah.
All on the rail, the fin holding in, bury the rail and the fin together.
Yeah.
And it's done properly, you can really get that kind of Greeno carve.
Well, the thing that I like so much about that style of surfing that we're talking about, and particularly Michael Peterson, is there's this sort of fusion of like high performance shortboarding on some level, or maybe not high performance, but in the sense of really going up and down, but then also sliding your feet up and down the board, riding the nose.
Still walking the board a little bit and going with the flow of the wave.
Yes.
This board goes more with the curl line and the natural flow of the wave.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a little smoother, a little bit different, but a better feeling in my opinion. But
So if someone were to come in and buy this board, what would they want to know with it?
The best thing to do is probably take the board out and just let it go.
Yeah.
Don't overturn it, because people that learn on thrusters have a tendency to really turn hard off their back foot.
Yes.
This, you just want to get up, get the board trimmed up, and just let it go.
Yeah. I've found that coming from shortboards and thrusters, riding designs like this, and I've tried a variety of them, they are less forgiving. And there's a part of my shortboarding background where it wants to just stomp the tail.
Right.
And you can stomp the tail on this for sure, but there is that thing of being just kind of allowing the board to have its own, not trying to just overpower the board.
Don't overpower the board and just go with the natural curl line of the wave and try and flow with the wave a little bit more is my best tip, and not over surf it at first. And then you feel the sweet spot, you can come off the bottom and hit a corner and more of a shortboard type move. But that's what I would suggest, is not to over surf it.